yada 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 yada.
Hope you weren't recording. I were.
Of course I did. Yeah. Hit like, subscribe, do the thing.
Alright. Wait.
Yes, go.
You were recording plus with the audio?
Yes.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Matt from Webb-Inc. Here at Webb-Inc. we talk about health, wealth, relationships, and so much more. That's why in today's video I'm talking about 7 things people do not tell you in life that are essential. 7 personal finances, or finances in general. In school, we're taught biology, chemistry, math, I mean, you name it, all different types of things, marketing. And we're told it's going to be useful through the rest of our lives and it's going to be beneficial for us, but we're not taught personal finances, which is massive, because honestly, right after high school, you're going to college, right? You're picking up a unbelievable amount of debt, right? Say whatever, regular college, 45 grand a year, right? You go to a community college, maybe 15 grand a year if you're lucky. And that debt racks up and up and up and up and up. It is insane. So learning about finances and your own personal finances and how to budget and manage your own situation is absolutely crucial. It is something that is not taught in school and absolutely should be taught. It should be taught day one. As soon as you're able to earn a paycheck, you should be taught personal finances so you can do great with your money, because honestly, you can spend most of your life just working for money rather than have it work for you. 6, marriage. Marriage is something that growing up I thought I needed to have. I'd have this perfect picture life, white picket fence, yada yada yada. Here in America, we live in this fishbowl. We're taught to believe all these certain different types of things, and it's instilled us ever since we're little kids. It's just the way it's supposed to work out, and they say you're going to live a good life if you do all of those things. I'm not married currently, and honestly, for a while there was a bit of a jealousy, or like beating myself up, thinking, how come I haven't gotten here this far at my age, when my other friends were doing it at 25 or whatever age they were. But honestly, looking back now, it's kind of funny, because all of it, well, I feel bad for them, honestly, because it was horrific, but they're all divorced now. I mean, let's be honest, and those divorces were mean. I mean, we're talking taking the house, the dog, the kids, and leaving them with nothing, even though he wants to be a part of his life. And there's many more stories like that. It's horrific. Marriage is a old-fashioned thing. If you actually do research on marriage, marriage was from, I don't even know, from the beginning of mankind, when well, it's not the beginning, I mean, as soon as civil society started coming into place, marriage became a thing where you sold off your daughter for a piece of land and a cow, or things like that, or countries married to create a treaty for people that didn't even know each other. I mean, there's still cultures these days that have arranged marriages where 2 strangers are just all of a sudden married for the rest of their life. I mean, so marriage is just something you really need to think about if you really truly want. And there's prenups out there, which is probably a good idea. It's depending on the circumstances, because honestly, at the end of the day, it should be a peaceful, civil thing. I mean, when I get married, I want it to be forever, right? And that's what they all say, and that's what they all believe. I really hope so. But I think at the end of the day, if you're going to go into a marriage, sign a prenup on both sides so both of you are protected. So whatever is hers and his can just be separate equally and peacefully, and the kids can, you know what I mean? Yeah, you just don't want to make a bad situation worse, especially if there's kids involved. So think about it before you dive into marriage, because honestly, it is a very old school thing. 5, college. College is something that, whatever, you're going through high school and you're told if you want to be successful and live this great life, you have to go to college. It is a essential thing, but honestly, it is not. I joined the military after I went out, after I graduated high school, and honestly, the recruiter said, whatever, he promised me the world. After that, my life would be all figured out. It's the same way with college. College, you go there, fun fact, or fun statistic, 27% people that go to whatever, to college for a certain major, only 27% actually stay in that field. The rest are just off in the world doing probably some shitty jobs that they don't want to do, that they paid 80, 100, I don't even know. I mean, crazy amounts of money for. I mean, student loan debt is absolutely insane. You can get education through so many other resources than a university. I mean, there's libraries. I mean, there is knowledge out there everywhere. We live in an information age. The amount of learning I've gotten from courses and books and just actually doing stuff myself has gained me way more than I ever would for $40,000 at some local university. 4, every choice has an effect. Whether it be good or bad, every decision we make has an action. Honestly, one of the biggest realizations I made in my life was that everything that has ever happened in my life is my fault. Whether it be whatever, through a third party or whatever it may be, someone else did me wrong, it was all my fault. It was my fault because I allowed that person in my life. It was my fault because I was driving on that road and didn't happen to look that time. Or, you know what I mean? Like, we're all personal responsibility for everything that happens in our life. We're our own authors. So wherever our life decides to go, just make your own personal choices. Thank you all for sticking around this far. I appreciate each and every one of you. Obviously, if you made it this far, you like my stuff, so don't forget to send me one of these. Subscribe. Let's get on to the next one. 3, you may have to start over. Honestly, I've done it, I don't even know how many times, to be honest with you. I thought I was being a car salesman, right? I did that for a long period of time. I was at the top of my game, loving it, living the life, probably a little too hard. And then I started working in restaurants, and then I started getting into digital marketing. I mean, the amount of times I've reinvented myself and started over is unbelievable. I mean, I've been knocked down and beat up and bruised and done wrong and done wrong myself. It is unbelievable the brutalness that life can truly bring to you. It can bring you to your knees. 2, forgive yourself. Forgiving yourself is such a massive thing, and a lot of you honestly probably don't even think you have to forgive yourself. But really, subconsciously, deep down, there is things in your head that you have done or are going to be doing or have thought about doing or have done just done harm to yourself that you just need to let go and forgive. I mean, forgiving yourself is just such an important part. I have done so much wrong in my life, and I mean, obviously it's wrong done to me, but it doesn't matter either way. At the end of the day, I have forgiven everybody, no matter who they are, no matter how horrific the event, I have forgiven them because honestly, it's not worth taking space up my head. Honestly, at the end of the day, we're all just human. We all just make mistakes, and at any given moment, we're all doing the best that we can with the best that we are. So, with all that being said, let's get to number 1. Number 1, life's hard, get a helmet. Honestly, when I was younger, all I thought in my head was, I want to be an adult, right? I want to make my own choices because my situation sucks, and my mom this, my dad that, blah, 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 blah. Life is rough, and then I hit 18, and then all the responsibility came on, and all the immature, I mean, because at that point, you're young, and you're dumb, and you make bad choices because that's how you grow and you develop and you gain your characters by failures and falling on your face, because we all do it all the time. Some of us pretty much every day. Unfortunately, and if you're one of those persons, sorry, I feel bad. But yeah, life is just really tough. It's brutal. Sometimes it's unfair and unwarranted. I mean, I've had things done to me that took a lot away from me, took everything away from me, and it just, yeah, it was unfair, unjust, and undeserving, and took a long time for me to climb back this far. But yeah, be prepared for that. Put a shield up. I mean, don't put up walls and don't let people in, but just remember that life will truly beat you down. It is brutal. Get a helmet. Thank you all for watching this far. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to give me one of these. Subscribe. See you twice a week.